This prescription drug increases the risk of Alzheimer's disease by 40%. I know that sounds really big and it's really scary, and so I'm so glad you're watching. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on here. So there are drugs that block a certain neurotransmitter in our brains. The transmitter is called acetylcholine. Acetylcholine. And acetylcholine is involved in memory, specifically in your hippocampus. That's the memory center of your brain. And when drugs block acetylcholine, it greatly increases the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And what this study found was that people who took drugs that block acetylcholine for more than 6 months, that increased the risk of Alzheimer's disease by 40%. Let me say that again. Those who took drugs that blocked acetylcholine for 6 months, they had a 40% increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. And this makes a lot of sense because drugs that increase acetylcholine have shown to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. So here's what to do. Ask your doctor or look them up and see what drugs you're taking and see if any of them interact with acetylcholine and what the interaction is. Do they increase or decrease? And if they affect acetylcholine, if they decrease acetylcholine, go to your medical doctor or your neurologist and ask if there's something else that you can take that will not negatively affect acetylcholine and therefore not negatively affect your memory and increase your risk of Alzheimer's disease. Some of these drugs are drugs for incontinence and drugs for tremors. So check to see if any of your drugs interact with acetylcholine, and then ask your medical doctor if there's something else that you can take. If you want to increase acetylcholine and therefore increase memory, I like to take a supplement called alpha GPC. Alpha GPC. It is a precursor to acetylcholine. So basically your brain takes alpha GPC and uses it to make more acetylcholine. And the research shows that about 90% of Americans are deficient in choline, which is the precursor to acetylcholine. And that's from Bill Bryson's book, The Body. So most of us are deficient in choline. You can get choline in egg yolks. Or liver, for example. Those are two choline-rich foods. And I take alpha GPC to make sure that I get enough acetylcholine and I eat lots of egg yolks. So in summary, the drugs that reduce acetylcholine increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease. So you want to see if you're taking any of those drugs and then ask if there are drugs that you can take that don't do that. And if you want to increase your acetylcholine, you can take choline precursors like alpha GPC or eat egg yolks. Don't cook them too much. Or